So matchup number 3, we got Truffle Butter, newcomer, and I would say lead of the league, on paper before the league starts.
Truffle Butters had a sexy team.
Yeah, sexy team. I might name it the Man Buns.
The Man Bun. But
he is fresh and refreshed after visiting Turks and Caicos over the long week. Yeah. So let's see if he has some sand in his vag for this week's match. If you're new to the league, which you are, Truffle Butter, if you're not matchup of the week, you get a quick breakdown. If you're matchup of the week, you get a longer breakdown. Anyhow, it's 5 minutes. You're going against Suck My Ditka, who is projected at 90 points, and you with a thin lead at 92 points, projected ESPN. But as we all know, ESPN doesn't know shit. They usually overproject. Usually week 1, man, they have people projected at 130, 120, 140, I think I've seen. Mm-hmm. And I think I had the highest projection at 107.
That's crazy.
Which is really unusual. I think that just means we all suck.
You suck.
I got the highest one.
That doesn't mean all of us.
You're still not projected higher than me, and you had Gronk go off for 27 points.
Wait, Gronk hasn't played yet.
Oh yeah, Gronk hasn't paid. But I'm saying I think he's going to go off for 27 points. Yeah. Anyhow, there's a defensive offsides. Anyhow. I'm not watching any football right now because it's still only Wednesday night. Truffle Butter, quarterback, Phillip Rivers against Detroit. Suck My Ditka is Peyton Manning versus Baltimore's defense. Baltimore's defense isn't what Baltimore's defense usually is. Peyton always starts off strong. Why? Because he's actually healthy for the old man at the moment. Give Peyton Manning 24 points. And Phillip Rivers against Detroit. Detroit lost a lot of their pass rush, mainly Sue, but Rivers still going to have not a great game, but a decent game to start. Give him 17 points. Running backs, we're going to do this in group. Running backs and flex. So Truffle Butter throws out Jamal Charles, Yeldon, and Landry. It's hard because Le'Veon Bell is suspended. Everybody knows. Todd Gurley is out. Roddy White, nope, that might be game time. He might be going in for Jarvis Landry, I would assume. If he is game time healthy, we're not 100% sure. And then Michael Floyd, who I would personally start against New Orleans. He's questionable, but he's going to play. I definitely have him in there. I think he's going to score more than Jarvis, but that's up to you. Either way, as it stands, Jamal Charles, TJ Yeldon, and Jarvis Landry together with Jamal Charles getting the ass load of the points here, you're going to score 48 points between all three of them. That's single digits for your number 2 and your flex, just so you know. You might not look so good after the draft.
Probably not.
A lot of people hurt. I see a lot of question marks here. Suck My Ditka, Eddie Lacy, Mark Ingram, Andre Johnson. Too solid. A lot of people have been really high on Ingram. I'm not exactly sure why. Lacy I love him even more in PPR, but against the Bears is always nice. Ingram against Arizona. I don't like any running back against Arizona. I know they're all the way down there in Arizona, but they're one of the best defenses in the league, and especially run wise. And then you have Andre Johnson in your flex, who I like that old man. And on Indy with T.Y. getting a lot of attention, and Andre actually going down to the number 2 receiver. I think he's going to get a lot more catches this year. All together, put them all together, and I'm going to say 55 points for your running backs and your flex. Receivers, this is where Truffle Butter definitely stands out over Ditka. Dez Bryant, Golden Tate, love them both. I think they will combine for 38 points. Both challenging the 20 if one's going to pick up the other. Either way, Dez is going to have a huge game against the Giants. Tate is going to have a huge game against San Diego. Actually, Tate is going to outscore Megatron this week. Ditka, sorry, Ted. I'm really, Ditka has Jordan Matthews and Amari Cooper. This is going to be a hard prediction. You guys are going to kind of think it's weird. Both of them together will not get 10 points or more.
Wow.
That's right.
Really?
That's right. I mean, both of your receivers together will not reach double digits. That's going to hurt. But it's a bold prediction.
Yes, a little bit.
But I mean, I'm going to give myself half credit if they get like 11 together. I'm going to give myself half. But they're going to both be under 10 together. Tight ends, Jimmy Graham, Jordan Cameron. Again, they're not Gronk, but both of them are going to have solid days. I'm going to get them actually both 7, so even at the tight end. Rams defense against Seattle. Dolphins defense against Washington. Really like the Dolphins defense against Washington for truffle butter. Not crazy about the Rams defense against Seattle. However, their special teams has scored the last 3 times those teams have played. That might give some points. Anyhow, Rams will get 10 points and Dolphins will get 12 points for the defenses. All together, because of your receiving ineptitude, we're going to give the win to Truffle Butter, but not scoring like you would think Truffle Butter will score. I think you caught him in the right week. You just don't have the right team to do anything about it. Truffle Butter wins 90-74.
Whoa, a little scoring.
Well, the 74 is way low scoring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow. Matchup number 4. Last matchup is between the 2 shittiest teams in the league. How funny is that? I mean, like, there's going to be teams that are obviously better than both of you guys that are going to be 0-1, while your shit team is going to be 1-0. This is, I mean, like, we could just give out the Sacco or whatever we're going to name our last. Yeah, this is the Nuge. I mean, this is the 2 shit teams. We have a German and we have a girl. And the thing is, I think the girl is more muscular than the German. Have you seen Marcus? He looks skinny as shit.
Yeah.
I think what you have to do for a bet between you two is if Marcus wins, if Sex Time Explosion wins, Liz, you have to buy him a sandwich. Now, if Liz wins, Marcus, you're gonna have to put a strap-on on and have sex with Liz. Dressed in a Gronk mask.
That's
Right?
pretty good.
That's not bad.
That's a pretty good bet.
And, like, the nice thing is, you don't have to sound like Gronk. All you have to do is, like, moan. That's all Gronk does anyhow. Me Gronk. All right, me come, me Gronk. Anyhow, if we go up here, quick matchup. Robbie taking Robbie's money. Matt Ryan against Matthew Stafford for Sex Time Explosion. Matthew Stafford is actually going to have a good game this week. It's going to be 20 points. Matty Ice against Philadelphia. It all depends on Philadelphia's offense. If they score well, then the defense does well. If they don't, then the offense gets it and the tired defense, blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, Matt Ryan's not going to have a great day, but he is going to throw 2 touchdowns to Julio Jones, so that's going to give him decent numbers. 15 points for Matt Ryan. When we go into the running backs and flex, we have taking Robbie's money with Jeremy Hill. Solid. CJ Spiller is actually not playing, so you might want to find somebody. I might want to go with John Brown. Yeah, and then Brandon Cooks. However, since you have Spiller in at the moment, I have to say that, and since he's going to be out and he gets a 0, all of those 3 players together are going to get 22 points. Okay? Sexy Time Explosion, Alfred Morris, Lamar Miller, Rashad Jennings. Shit. Decent shit. You're going to get under 20 points with all 3 of those combined. Under 20. With all 3 of them combined. You're shitty. Did I say they're shitty yet?
They're shitty.
They are shitty. Have you heard the team that I'm saying? Like, have you heard these players?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
You combine those running backs, right?
It's
Because
like we're
they
playing in a
have-
17-team league.
Yeah.
And they were the last pick or something like that. Receivers, taking Robbie's money, Alshon Jeffrey and Julian Edelman. Edelman's going to have a good game. He's not going to see the end zone because I'm guessing Gronk is going to get them all. But Edelman will get 9 points, just missing out on the 2-point bonus for 100. And then we got Alshon Jeffrey. We'll see how he does. Finally, as the number 1 receiver is Burnout. Like I said, I don't really like that. But Jeffrey will have a decent game. He'll get 7 points for you. He won't see the end zone, though. And then Sexy Time Explosion. This is where his team actually gets decent, is his receivers. He's got Antonio Brown, who will have a good game, and then he'll probably squeeze one out at the very end for like a garbage touchdown. He'll get 21 points for you. And Emmanuel Sanders, well, guess what? He is not probable anymore. He's not questionable anymore. He's not doubtful anymore. Emmanuel Sanders is going to have a big game. Give him 22 points to go over Antonio Brown. That's 43 points just from your receivers. Not too bad. Megatron who? Megatron who? It was a good trade, finally. You had better trades before, but it was a good trade. I think I offered him AP the year before he went for 2,000. Like the before that year, because it was ACL. I said straight up, I will give you AP because you're his agent.
Yeah.
And you didn't really know with the ACL because you never trade the best running back for the best receiver ever, right?
Right.
So I offered him that trade only for the fact that there was a question mark. He laughs at me, says this is a stupid trade, I would never do it. And then AP carries me to the championship.
Yep.
And has one of the best years ever as a running back.
Yep.
I'm just saying. Anyhow, then tight ends, Marcellus Bennett and Dwayne Allen. Bennett is actually the only tight end that I like other than Gronk. He's not Gronk's level, don't get me wrong. But Bennett will see the end zone once. Give him 9 points, 30 yards, 1 touchdown. And then Dwayne Allen for Indy. He's only a touchdown guy. He's not going to get one. 3 points. Defense. Seattle for taking Robbie's money. I think she took him in like the 4th round or something like that.
Really?
Awesome pick. They always struggle against St. Louis. They do. Only 7 points for that defense. Packers defense against Chicago. They said that Cutler is reformed. We'll see if he is. But until that, I'm still counting on some picks and some sacks from the Packers. So give me 11 points for the Pack. On that, on 6-time explosion, I don't see anybody that I would probably start over anybody else. Actually, I'm wrong. I would put Brandon Marshall in, and I would take Rashad Jennings out. Or I would put Rashad Jennings for Alfred Morris, take Alfred Morris out, and put Brandon Marshall. You're like, oh, but I picked Alfred Morris so high. That team is shit. Absolute fucking shit. Horrible. Anyhow, battle of the shitty people. Your receivers on Sexy Time Explosion will carry you through the day. You will get 83 points. And taking Robbie's money, sorry, sweetheart, you're going to get 63 points, and you will be this week's Doormat of the Week.